And the CIBIL rank that we are talking about, which is 8. So as we discussed on our last video, 8 is something not that great. So that basically means that you need to work up. It's close to worse.
Now, me and Harish were having a conversation. So we discussed that I think we have done enough of generic discussion. So today we will straight away get into the details of a report. So we're gonna put a sample report, out on the video. We're gonna discuss each of those sections. Today we have a sample report of a micro company. So we're gonna cover the reports of all the aspects, no? Because CIBIL CMR ranking is CIBIL MSME ranking. So this ranking is especially applicable for MSME, which is your micro, small, medium businesses, medium enterprises. So today the report that we have is a sample report for a micro enterprise from a micro enterprise company. One way to categorize a micro enterprise is the company is having revenue less than 5 crores. So this company particularly has revenue less than 5 crores. So that's why we are calling it a micro enterprise. So we're gonna run the report of a micro enterprise, delve or dive into each of the sections of the company report. So shall we get started?
Absolutely.
So I have my phone in my hand because it's a detailed report. I don't want to miss any of these components.
Correct.
So the first section of the CIBIL report is a report summary.
Correct.
So I'll just go through it. Okay. So viewers, this same report will be ran through the screen, so you can have a clear view of this, report. The first section is report summary. Under report summary, what I see is one is the CIBIL rank and the entire dashboard.
Correct.
Second is adverse information. Third is payment regularity. Fourth is current exposure. Fifth is exposure trend. The 5 components. So first thing is CIBIL rank. What I see is CIBIL rank is 8. Can you throw some light upon this?
Yes. So if you see this particular company that we are talking about, they have around 6 accounts, of which 4 are closed. The first section itself would give you that data. So if you see there, it clearly says that there are 4 closed accounts and 2 active accounts.
Understood.
And out of these 2 active accounts, both have gone into something called delinquent. That means they have not been serviced properly. So we will talk about what exactly delinquent means and how it's actually been connected to your ranking when we are subsequently talking about the CIBIL rank.
Understood.
So even that's a part of the first section. And the CIBIL rank that we are talking about, which is 8. So as we discussed on our last video, 8 is something not that great. So that basically means that you need to work up. It's close to worse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's close. So like we discussed on our last video. So anything between 1 and 3 is excellent.
Okay.
Between 3 and 6 is great, or I would say good. Anything beyond 6 is poor. And 10
basically 8 is poor.
Yeah, 8 is poor, and 10 is pretty much you're close to bankruptcy. So that is how the entire calculation of ranking happens. So 8, as we see, it's actually poor. They have some problems that we need to work upon, and we'll try to understand what are those problems and how are those credit facilities actually contributing towards the ranking, and how we identify those, because this report gives you a complete in the sense of insight into every aspect of the facility. It's just that you need to understand what those insights and relate them to the loan facility, how it's been serviced. The moment you start doing that, it's very easy for you to rectify. So the first problem is to
identify the problem.
So that's exactly what we are going to do in this video, where we clearly go through every section of the report and from a ranking perspective, identify why the ranking is been calculated as 8. And then we slowly start understanding what are the accounts that are affecting to this rank.
Fantastic. So basically in this, what I clearly see is 4 loans are closed.
Correct.
So there's no trouble.
Correct.
2 loans are delinquent. So 2 loans are open. And they also call it and both are delinquent.
That means both have a problem.
Both loan accounts are kind of impacting now.
Correct.
Got it.
So then you have the third part, which says about if you have, as a company, if you've given guarantees to other entities. That is the third part.
Credit facilities guaranteed by your company.
That is considered, because that's a risk that you're
correct. You're carrying.
Correct, because
if the other party defaults, then this guy comes.
Then it affects you. So pretty much this is your entire
equal risk actually.
Exactly. So this is your entire company's credit history.
Okay. So this guy has not guaranteed anybody. So 0 closed, 0 open, 0 delinquent.
Correct.
So there's no trouble from a guarantee part.
Correct.
But there is trouble from a borrowing part.
Correct.
He has borrowed 6 loans, 4 is closed, 2 is trouble.
Yes. And the first section, as you see, it's a holistic view of what your credit facilities are.